Get it on, Frazier. Frazier's back.
Rocking them jump balls.
Frazier's back.
Yeah, man, we mixed it up a little last week, dude. Had a little break. Reset that shit first. Yeah, I can't hear it. Oh, probably should have my fucking earphones on.
What up, homie?
Shit, man, you know.
Where we at? Sunday?
It, man.
29th?
Sunday, the 29th.
Back again.
Of July?
Of July. Almost August.
Oh, shit.
Pretty soon we're going to be out of summer pretty soon.
I can hear that now, man. That shit's live, dude.
Summer's going to go on pretty fast, huh?
Yeah. It's looking good, dude. So what do we got, man? Bunch of fucking fires going on, for real?
Yeah, California's on fire. The world's burning down. The world's burning down. Ever since Trump took office, man, fucking world's fucking burning down. The devil's here. The end of times.
It's fucking Trump's fault, dude. California's on fire, dude.
You know how many times since I was a little kid I heard the world's coming to an end?
Oh,
since
dude.
I was a little kid.
Well, with your dad, dude. Come on.
It's coming to an end, man. It's coming to an end. That's all I ever heard.
The Antichrist has been born already.
We're in the end of times. I heard the Antichrist so much. We're in the end of times. We're in the end of times. That was since in the 70s, huh?
I remember I was at McDonald's and your dad was trying to tell me that, dude. He's like, the Antichrist is on the earth.
What I think you do is when you say that, you push people away because eventually if it don't happen, then people are like, kind of be like, well...
Look at all the Heaven's Gate mofos, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, look at the Heaven's Gate people,
or the fucking, what's it called? Jim Jones.
The fucking Kool-Aid drinkers, yeah.
Yeah, that's, well, they wait till nothing happens and they say, fuck, we got to kill our own people.
Oh, we were off by a year. Let's give the shout outs to, we got some new subscribers this week. Still slowly climbing. We're going to reach 100. Please, I don't care if you don't watch ever again, but tell a friend and have them hit subscribe. We got a new cat on board, Andrew Preston. What's up, Andrew? You put your full name down, so I'll call it out that way. You got a birthday out this...
Cousin Marcus, 40 years old.
40 years old. Good job, bud. Had a good time with them on the bike ride. Brew bike ride.
Yep, it's good people.
Isabel Rubio, a.k.a. doesn't want to be known anonymous Christian.
Who?
Dude named Christian.
Oh, Christian. Yeah, okay.
Wants to remain anonymous.
Yeah, keep going.
What's Pachagito, Chino, what's up? Maya Teresita Rubio, what's up? One named Jake, what's up, Jake? Sick Bra. And I think it's Go Girl, like Van Gogh. Van Gogh Girl.
Oh, it's because G-O-G-H or some shit like that?
Yeah, Go Girl. I think it's Go Girl. You just spelled it a little different, which is cool. Makeup Diva, what's up? And to Arturo Velasquez.
Arturo Velez?
No, Velasquez.
Turi?
From Nicaragua.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nicaragua. From prison?
Hey,
is he in prison?
We're getting in it. Is that international? No, that's still on.
That's international, dude. That's fucking...
Nicaragua?
I know Southern America, but isn't that considered... Canada's international, right?
I don't know, man.
Or is it just America?
I think we're still continental.
So it's not international? International is overseas? I don't know.
Intercontinental?
I don't know.
Fucking whatever.
So
Thank you guys all. Like to give that props out there like that. And what's up, Corn Dog and Bull? Just a couple of shout outs right there. We got a bunch of shit on the plate, but me and Weller have been twisting it up about fucking all kinds of shit.
We've been arguing for fucking 2 hours before we started.
Yeah, dude.
We should have recorded the argument.
Yeah, we should have recorded.
No, that's fucking bullshit. That's bullshit.
We got different perspectives or point of views on shit, and when Weller tells me shit, I think he's telling me it from a black victim point of view. Like he's a victimology.
No, I watch people. I listen to people. I try to say, okay, we're not going to fix the problem in America till we admit the faults and try to fix it. If we continue to deny it and say it don't exist, nothing's ever going to get fixed. We're going to continue the way we go.
This is what I'm saying about it. There are racists out there. There are racists. But it's less than 1%. Well, less than 1%.
Dude, I'd say about 70% of America is racist.
See, that's your point of view,
Dude,
man.
you said less than 1% is insane.
You can't be a racist now without everybody knowing it, dude. I mean, you can't do it. Everybody knows if you're a racist.
No, most people are closet racist. Most people are closet. Come on now. What fucking people talk? We talked about this before. People will talk to me. A lot of people will talk to me and they'll say racist shit, and then they'll meet my daughter and they'll be like, oh, they don't talk like that no more. But that's not who they are. That's who they are. Be who you are. That's when I seen that JC thing about the owner of the Clippers, and they said that they fucking took his team away from him. He said that was the worst thing they could do. Because now you just put everybody back underneath and hiding again.
I think there's something going up with the sound, man, for real.
What?
I'm going to split that wire right there live. Just keep it going.
What? Mine should sound clean.
No, I can hear like an echo or something going on in my head. I'm
Really?
going to split it right there. Go ahead. Keep it going, though. What are you talking about, Jay-Z?
No. I'm just saying that fucking most people are racist. You just have to admit it. If they admit it... Well, you cut it out now.
No, it should be on.
No, you just turned everything off.
No, dude.
Yeah.
How's it on? You can't hear me now?
Can't hear nothing, Fresh.
Yeah, I can hear it. How about now?
No. Yeah, I can hear it now. Yeah.
Alright, we should be good.
What'd you unplug?
We had that splitter wire in there for this guy.
Alright, so can you hear yourself?
Go ahead, check. Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot better, dude.
Alright.
Let me hear you talk. Are you in there?
I'm good.
Alright. Damn, that fucking killed it. There's no crickets or nothing in there now.
That must have been tied to yours, because my hair listens good.
Yeah, this is clean now, dude. It sounds really good. Okay, so you're saying that fucking... You know what? Let's look it up. How many racists are in America?
People wouldn't even, if I could sign on, they would say, I'm not. Everybody says I'm not. And you are to a certain extent, because this is we're bred for this. We're bred to believe certain things, and we have to get out. We got to retrain our minds. We got to accept it and take it and say, okay, you know what? I have been learning wrong. I got to change my way of thinking.
That's where, like this cat, Ami Horowitz on YouTube, man, he does all these different videos, and he'll do one like from Berkeley, and he'll do the other one in Harlem. So you got a left coast, way of thinking and way people are brought up and the way they see shit. And then you got East Coast over here. And the two different points of view are just fucking crazy, dude.
Well, there's always, when you listen to someone speak, I'm always paying attention, because I think most of the time people talk and they're just waiting for their turn to talk. They're not really listening. So I'm really listening, and I'm looking at their mannerisms, and I'm like, there's so much when they're talking, there's so much undertone of racism when they're talking. And I'm
so you're not listening to what they say. You're just looking at them.
No, I'm trying to take it all in, bro. Everything, and I can hear the undertones of racism in there, and there's anger in there too. But people say, "No, what are you talking about? Fuck, my best friend's black, whatever. I like Mexicans or whatever." But I'm watching them, and I can sense anger in them, and I can sense it real easy. And I just think if we just admitted it and say, you know what, this is who we are. Let's fix it. What do we got to do? And fix it and move on. I want to fix it. I want to fix the problems. I don't want to continue the problems.
I don't think you're going to fix it, because you have people like Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, people that push this narrative in order to benefit themselves. How does Trump push the racial...
he came out when he first came out and said fucking the Mexicans are sending over their rapists and their fucking murderers. And
that's not the truth.
racial racist undertone right here.
That's the truth.
It's not.
Dude,
no, it's
okay,
not.
look,
absolutely not.
If you're a racist, if you're a rapist in Mexico, right? They got you. You're convicted rapist in Mexico. Nobody's gonna fucking hire you,
dude. You think that's what they're sending us over? I would say 95% of the people coming over from there just want to work and a better life for their family.
I would say that too, and some of them are rapists.
Right, but when he said the statement, he said it like the majority of people coming over. That's what he said. He had to retract it. That's why he had to go back.
Okay, look, part of the reason...
But that's what he believes.
Yeah, but part of the reason you're coming over illegally, part of the reason you're committing a crime in the first place is because you've done something illegal, man.
No, you're so far off. Dude, you go into these
Why
areas...
not go through the fucking...
Dude, you're proper... you grow up in this fucking small rural city, Oaxaca. Okay, so in those rural areas, the drug lords, everybody is taking over the cities. They'll rape your children. They'll tell you have to work for them or they're gonna kill you. I mean, I listen to these people. I work with thousands and thousands of people. I'm not going off a percentage left by Fox News or the news media. I'm going off real actual people. I work with thousands of people that are legals.
But let's say you got a hold of 10,000 people, right? We're talking about 12 million, 20 million that are here illegally.
Okay, but I'm gauging it off of a real life perspective, not experiences. So you're in this area because I would do the same thing, and they say, okay, it's going to take about 10 years to get your citizenship to go through this process. My kids are 5 years old, 6 years old. I'm getting the fuck out of there. You know what? I'm getting them over there, and let's try to make the best out of it, the best we can for my kids. That's all I'm doing. I don't give a fuck. People before politics, people before borders. Fuck before everything. Before everything. I believe in socialism. No, I don't.
Yeah. No, you speak the truth. I'm glad you say that. Now everybody can see you're telling the truth. I don't it's in your mannerisms. It's in the way you talk.
But
There's an anger there. You want fucking free school. You want fucking free food.
Well, yeah, you should have free school.
You want a fucking free home, place to stay. You just don't want to work.
I don't want to work, bro. Yeah. I'm tired of working. I did my share. For about a fucking 100 people. So I did my share. Look at. You drive around and you see a hotel, a restaurant. We built that. I did that with my hands. I built that. Like, what the fuck have you done for a fuck America? If you're a soldier, you fucking sacrifice yourself. You got credit. If you fucking go out and build tunnels and bridges and fucking houses and stuff, you helped America.
Dude, so you're saying the guy at McDonald's or the guy working at Walmart isn't helping America?
Guy working at Walmart's fucking America right now. Fuck Walmart.
Dude, what about socialism? Walmart's your first key. Walmart's your first key to socialism, dude.
No, Walmart's a fucking the American dream.
Dude.
You create something and then you monopolize on it. That's America.
Yeah, look at fucking Disney. Do you see Disney bought
Fox?
Yeah, yep. Disney bought Fox, dude. I mean, pretty soon it's going to be all one fucking corporation.
That's where it's kind of shaky because then they're giving you their narrative, through all their media outlets that they bought. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but there'll be somebody else that springs up, man. It's always happening. No, there's cats all over like this. Louder with Crowder, Army Horowitz.
Fellas 92,
fucking Thomas Sowell, dude. Larry Elder. There's fucking
Larry Elder,
dude. You can bust him up all you want, dude. All I'm saying, read a book.
Anybody that my dad follows, I do not follow because nope, because he's got it wrong.
Yeah. What if your dad was on Brilliant Idiots?
He wouldn't go on there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, if he was, then you'd be like, I can't listen to Brilliant Idiots.
No. I'd be like, he finally changed. He finally grew up.
See, you always talk about people changing or evolving, but you've yet to do it yourself.
No, I've done it quite a bit, dude. I told you before, I used to come home and watch fucking Bill O'Reilly. Every day. I used to come home and I used to fucking argue about, they're letting gay people get married. I used to argue all that. And then I was like, I don't know where I got this thing where like, dude, live and let live. It just came to me. I was like, I got it all wrong.
That's you're libertarian,
man. I got it all wrong. You know what? Live and let live, and let's fucking figure out the problems and let's fix it.
Dude, that's the thing. There are too many, just like weed, right? Just like weed. There's no reason why weed should be illegal.
I agree.
Absolutely no
100%.
Reason.
I agree 100%.
But there are people that got money, they got pull, they got power. These are the people that make the decisions and choices for us, the laws and all that kind of shit. Big pharma, tobacco, fucking alcohol, all these people do not want weed to be legal.
You got people, and they use, who they use? They use the people that abuse it to go against it.
Oh yeah, the guy that fucking got high one time, he was hitting a vape pen and walked in front of a train or something.
The people like my brother who fucking will say, this is my medication and this is what I need to live, and then when he does it, he's all fucked up on it. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he's using it as an excuse why he can't go to work or whatever. You know what I mean? Those are the people that they point out. Like, yeah. But like I was talking
those are their examples.
I was talking to my grandparent, my grandma, and my dad about weed, and I was like, you guys got it wrong because their only sample is my brother. So, my brother, when he's talking, he's normal. Like, you could actually conversate with him, whatever, but he gets on weed and alcohol, and all of a sudden, he's like,
transforms.
Yeah, he's transformed.
Transformers.
More than meets the eye. So, so then their only sample size is my brother, so they're like, weed is bad. Weed is, look at your brother, look what's done to him. Like, no, you guys are taking the wrong person. Like, weed has helped so many people, cancer patients.
Yeah, but your grandparents are coming from a reefer madness point of view. That's the kind of shit they learn. Like,
well, they come into it like, well, weed is like crack cocaine. Like, if you do that, you're gonna go
you're
crazy.
Gonna die.
Yeah, you're gonna like you're doing anything. You didn't do acid because if you did, you'd be dead.
You'd be dead. It's true though, man. But this is my thing too. I saw a thing.
People are misinformed.
I forget what the fucking show was. I'm sure you guys remember, but they got a guy that's fucking tweaking, right? They got a tweaker that's doing meth. They got a guy that's doing cocaine. Mm-hmm. They got a guy that's fucking drunker than shit, like he's 0.25, and they got a weed smoker. And they put them all through this fucking driving course. Did you see it? They got the cones and all this kind of shit, right? Well, what pissed me off about it is they didn't take a guy that smokes weed every day.
Oh, okay.
If you took a dude that smokes weed every day and put him through that course...
Or not even every day, just even occasional weed smoker that knew what the high was about.
I want a fucking guy that gets loaded every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. You know what I'm saying? I want a guy... That's my kind of drug addict right there. You know what I'm saying? Don't get some guy that's, he's tried weed when he was 19. Now he's 48 and he's going to smoke it again. I'm saying you could
be an occasional user and know how to deal with it.
Yeah, but for the sample size and for this driving shit that they got going on, they should have used an everyday use. They used an alcoholic. They used a tweaker. Yeah. They used a fucking cokehead. But the weed guy, yeah, he's fucking, when he gets in, he's fucking,
took him like 3 hours to get through there.
Yeah, man, he's fucking high. And then they had him take a motherfucking a dresser from IKEA, right? they have him assemble this dresser from IKEA.
That would be funny. I didn't even think of that.
Dude, it's so funny, dude, because the tweaker.
He reinvented it.
Dude, oh, man. It was a whole different shape and shit. He saw the instructions. He's like, we don't need that. This thing's got a drawer sideways and shit instead of, you didn't see this?
No.
Oh, my God, dude.
I gotta watch it.
I have to look it up, too, dude. It was so fucking funny, man. But, yeah, that's perspective, though, for you, man, because the sample size they use for stuff is what they use to fit their narrative.
Exactly. I agree with that.
That's the whole fucking news, man.
That's true.
I mean, and what we were arguing about before is the news is totally pointed against hating Trump, putting him down, worst guy.
For the most part, I would say 90% of the news is. Yeah.
And what the news is just so far away from us. I mean, these are the people that live in gated communities. These people have drivers to take them to work. They fucking have people that clean up their house. They have cooks, shit like that. They don't live in our world. But they try to fit.
This is kind of the problem, though, too. Like, now with social media and you have podcasts and you have anything you can look up, you're just talking about the guys that you listen to. You can search anything and find anything to fit your narrative.
Yeah.
Most people aren't going to go out and say, okay, I have an open opinion about this. Let me find out what the best educated opinion is where I can form an opinion myself. Like, most people won't do that. They already have in their head what they believe, and they're going to search for whatever they can listen to that fits their narrative, that actually strengthens their narrative. You know what I mean? That's what most people do. Most people aren't going to go...
Agreed. Completely agreed, man.
When that thing happened with Trump, when he went out and said, with Putin thing, when they met or whatever, the first thing I did...
Helsinki.
Okay, the first thing I did was I went and I listened to, because I got XM radio, I went and listened to Fox News. The first thing I did, I wanted to hear what the people who support him have to say about it. I already know what the people who don't support him are going to say. They're going to find every negative. But I want to see what the people who support him, because if they have something negative to say about it, then it's probably negative, right? If you find somebody that supports you 100% and you want to go away from that, you want to listen to something else and say, okay, what does that other perspective say? That's what you want to find out, right?
Dude, that's why, I don't know if you've seen them, but I have like maybe 8 magazine subscriptions I get. 8 different ones. Guns, fucking housekeeping. Got one on, I do skateboarding magazines.
Okay.
I have some motherfucker, I don't know who it is, started sending me a Bloomberg. I get Bloomberg, right? Magazine. And the other one is, no, it's fucking way left.
Playgirl?
But what it does is it gives me whoever did it, because I don't know who the fuck did it, but you gave me another way to look at shit. And when I look at it from their perspective, what they're selling, I'm liking. And then when I get to the end of it, I'm like, fuck, they're just fucking selling. That's all they're doing is selling me their idea. Because the articles are well written.
Right. Oh, no. Whoever you listen to will be convincing.
Yeah. So if you take a topic like victimology, right, and you take it from Farrakhan, Jesse Jackson, Al Sharpton, right, on this side of the point of view, and then you take it Thomas Sowell, fucking Larry Elder,
Hannity,
and Ben Shapiro, you got the same topic, but you got 2 different fucking ways, and each side's going to sell you.
Right, and then whatever you kind of believe, you're gonna follow. For the most part, whatever you kind of believe, you're gonna follow. That's what you're gonna fucking do. It's human nature, bro.
Well, let me give you an example, like transgender, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never really had any opinion on it. Like, I don't care.
Right.
I don't care. I mean, you can say we're brainwashed because we think we're males. You know, we're XY chromosomes. We're fucking males, so we're brainwashed to think we're males.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would just say that let them be who they want to be.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, you want to? That's fine. But now you got unisex bathrooms instead of boy-girl bathrooms.
Well, we talked about this before. I think that's a great idea. Fuck, I love being able to go to one bathroom or another if one's full.
No,
that actually helped out us. That actually benefited us.
It does until you have the opposite. Say your daughter's 24 now, but if she was 8 years old and some guy rolls
21
or 24 or 21,
yeah.
So she rolls 8 years old and she rolls up in the bathroom. Some guy whips his cock out and starts pissing in front of her. That ain't cool.
Yeah, but they went to college, so they probably see that all the time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is if she's 8, it's a big difference,
well,
dude.
She was 8, she don't go to the bathroom by herself, too.
Well, that's another part of it. You could be there with her, but still, if some dude rolls in, got the wig on, got the makeup, and pulls his dress up and throws his wiener out there.
Have to deal with that when it comes. We can't blanket the whole system because of a worst case scenario.
But we went from a society where they wouldn't let us watch. When we were kids, we couldn't watch movies that were like PG-13 unless you were 13. You couldn't watch an R-rated movie unless you had an adult with you.
Oh, at the movie theater?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We went from a society that's like that to one that's now like, hey, check this dick out.
What, because of social media?
I think that's the biggest thing is media, man.
Yeah, it's harder. I would say it's harder. We talked about it before, dude. It's harder to fucking probably watch your children because they're going to learn more quicker than we did. Way quicker. Because what we had to do, we had to sneak into a friend's fucking, you got a videotape of a porn the parents had or a fucking magazine and you had to sneak it and you know that your buddy had it.
Big Bird.
Yeah. So you snuck them and watch them. My parents had pornos that we fucking snuck and watched, dude, you know? But it was harder to access. Now it's so easy to access, but...
It's right here. Anything is right here.
That conversation now has to happen earlier with your kid than it did before. Like, well, I didn't even have a conversation. There was no one who said, hey, you know, Frazier probably told me that the fucking birds and the bees because he knew before. He probably knew more than my dad. Frazier had more sex partners than my dad. That's funny.
It fucking happens.
Yeah, but you know, you have to have that conversation earlier with your kids than you did before because of social media. But that's okay. It just takes just more parenting. But that's what if you have kids, that's what it should be about anyways. You should be focused on raising your kids.
Well, here's the thing. Like I tell my older kids, like when we were going through the voting shit and stuff, I said, look you pick whoever you want, but make an educated decision. Don't just pick a guy because he's got a cool name. You know, don't just pick the cool name guy or because you heard it before. Because if you heard it before, that's the person that's fucking shit up.
Or what my dad does is look at this as Republican and just Republican down the line. Check. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, don't do that. I mean, just.
So what I tell them is I say, hey, check it out. The first 3 things you're going to get are always going to be left because you're looking on Google. So you're going to get a left point of view, the first 3 things. You have to go down 4 or 5 to get a right side point of view. So check them all out. At least 2 or 3. At least 3, man, because then you got...
What's going to happen is the way you raised them is going to influence them quite a bit, right?
Yeah, man.
Okay, and then they're going to look up something that kind of leans towards the way you raised them, and they're going to kind of get validation from that. And most of the things that we raise our kids to believe, they're probably going to believe. Whether they fight us or not, at some point they're going to start to believe. I think that's what happens too. So, you know, you just got to try your best, you know?
I don't know, man. I think I have 6 kids to sample from, you know, or they've all got raised the same way. They've all had the same influences, but I got a fucking tree hugger, you know. I got one that don't really give a fuck about nothing. Actually, 2 of them don't really care anything about politics. The other one, he's learning. He's trying, man. And he's forming his own ideas and shit. And that's the best case scenario is, hey, be yourself. Be your own person, you know.
Yeah, well, but we touched on this before too. Is fucking now it's on your face. Remember back in the day, nobody cared about politics. You had to be like my dad, who would actually go out, get a newspaper, watch National Geographic, or watch something, and really have to go. You have to go to PBS, and you'd have to really try to figure out what's going on. Like, you'd have to care. Now it's so in your face that even a fucking on Facebook or whatever it is, you have all these topics and everybody has an opinion on it.
Did you see they lost fucking 116 billion the other day? Facebook.
They did something about the security thing.
20%. No, it was
I thought it had to do with security or something.
No, it was a stock price drop because they had said people aren't signing up for Facebook anymore. They're going to other forms of media, like Instagram's still Facebook. But just
they bought it, right?
Yeah, but just the Facebook platform itself is not growing the way it used to. And it's because everybody's got Facebook. I mean, where the fuck are you going to go with
because
that?
the new generation look at it for old people.
Yeah, that's the other thing,
They don't go on it.
Facebook is going to be the MySpace. Like, nobody uses MySpace anymore.
It's older people use it. It's just a way for older people to show how perfect their life is.
Yeah. Take pictures of their food and fucking, this is what I had for dinner. This is what I had for lunch today.
But Instagram is the same shit. It's the same fucking thing what kids do, and then they use this fucking what's it called? Where they could change their kind of features where it makes them look perfect.
Like a little cat.
Whatever, dude. They're so fucking stupid, dude.
Yeah.
And they do that now, and they create this. Like, now everybody will say, don't put my picture on Facebook. Don't put my picture up. Don't put, like, they have to be perfect. Like, but that's not you.
No, like it thins them out right here.
Yeah. That's not you. That's not who you are.
Their eyes a little bit bigger. You know, they draw their ears back, or they put cat ears right there.
I'm like, fuck! I just seen that person look oldest fucking person. Now they look fucking fine.
Yeah, they got a fucking app on there that makes you look younger.
Yeah, fuck, you look 18 years old. Yeah. I'm like, that fucking person hasn't aged at all.
Fuck, I know a couple of them you're talking about, dude. I know them.
And then you see them in person, and you're like, oh,
what the fuck happened?
Well, they're getting old. You can't beat Father Time. There's nothing you can do.
And, you know, that's piggybacking off that media shit, man. I think that's what's happening with all these fires and shit now, man, is that when we were kids, there was always wildfires and stuff like that, right? But I was talking to my neighbor over here. He said that he used to be in the Cow Corps or something like that, where in the summers, the young kids, instead of going to summer camp or something like that, they would go in with parolees and fucking people that were incarcerated, live up in these fucking cabins up in the mountains, and they would go out and clear brush, and they would do fire shit. We don't do that shit no more, man.
Oh, no. I mean, before we were here, when it was fucking just fields. I mean, you know, when the fucking dinosaurs roamed the earth, they'd have fucking fires that would just start up and burn fucking
forever.
Millions. Yeah, burn forever. Yeah. Shit happened. But I think everything's amplified because of fucking social media.
No, it's that fucking, it's the news, man, because blood sells. If it bleeds, it leads. Hey, that kind of fucking.
What does the guy I listen to always says? He says, why believe the truth when the lie is more entertaining?
It's more interesting, yeah.
I mean, like you said about Google, it's true. I listened to somebody said, Google idiot. What's the first face that pops up? Trump. So now they manipulate it to where you can Google certain things and that'll pop up automatically. So the Google idiot and Trump face pops up. So it is kind of parenting your kids if you don't parent your kids. Well, you know what I mean?
You remember we used to have guys like Walter Cronkite, dude, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the other dude, Peter Jennings.
Ted Koppel. Ted Koppel was on the fucking Who Was America. He didn't fall for that shit either. So he was like, no, this is not right, dude.
But those guys used to deliver it. They probably had the same agenda, but they delivered it with like an unbiased knowledge. Like they were giving you the news, and it was something you can trust every night. You know, who is it? Stan Atkinson, another one in the local area. Watch Stan Atkinson, you think he's telling you the truth.
Kind of, dude, because you can go back in time and start reading shit, and you're like, whoa, that wasn't right. Like this fucking Iran-Contra scandal. Like all this stuff that they sold us.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't look it up.
Yeah.
Was all kind of bullshit, dude.
Yeah.
Now we go back and like, you know what? They told us lies. That's like they might have just read what they were told. Maybe they didn't have more of an agenda like reporters do now. But they were feeding us bullshit too. It was all bullshit.
No doubt.
We just couldn't look it up. I mean, there is good things about Google. Now you could actually look shit up and find out, wait, that wasn't the truth.
But they just don't come out and show you the truth, or they don't come out and just show you a biased plan. Like even Fox isn't 50-50, man. It's like 60-40, No.
Dude, it's 95-5, dude.
Well, hey, look up the numbers, man, and you look them up from Harvard. Look them up from.
That's why I always say, and I always try to argue with you, but when I listen to these people, I listen to people who they have on and they tell their experience, because you can't fucking say that's not real. There's somebody's true life experience. You can't say they didn't live through that. That's their life experience.
Yeah.
So you take your opinion off somebody else's life experience, because we live in a bubble and we can't experience all that. We can't experience what it is to live in the Middle East. We can't experience what it is to live in fucking Australia. We can't experience that. So we have to go and fucking listen to people and listen to their stories and say, okay, well, now I got a better idea of what it really is to live in the inner city, or
what
than it
you're
is
doing is it's
statistics.
Just like
fuck
your,
statistics.
It's just like your grandparents with your brother. You're taking a small sample size when you're taking one person's point of view.
No, I agree. If you're taking one person's point of view,
Yeah.
that's why we've got so much information on here, dude. I drive fucking 5 hours a day, so I listen to fucking hundreds of thousands of people. I listen to all their stories, and it does change. What's funny is I noticed that people do change when they start getting more money. They start becoming more Republican when they start getting more money.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because you want to keep what you earn, dude. You don't want to
All of a sudden you're like, well, wait a sec. I want to fucking. So, there's a trade off. There's a trade off.
That's why I'm all for. Hey, let me keep every dollar I make, and I'll take care of myself.
Well, I
right?
mean,
and if everybody thought that way, everyone would have to take care of themselves.
What do you mean, like every dollar, like not get taxed at all?
Yeah.
Well, I think there is room, because you go to Mexico and you see the roads and they don't have, but I think we have really nice road systems and freeway systems out here.
Not here, dude, but you go to Nevada, you go to Idaho,
but
you
I'm
go
saying
to Washington.
in America, I think that we have to pay taxes for certain things.
Oh, yeah, but they use it differently, just like the schools thing. Remember we were talking earlier, we got in this argument about shit? California does not, like right now they're trying to pass a fucking cell phone tax. You know that?
I don't know.
They're trying to pass a 30-cent cell phone tax on every cell phone, every device that comes off of the computer. That's on the ballot.
Okay.
So what are they going to do with that fucking 30-cent sales tax? They're trying to update the 911 system. That's fucking bullshit. It's supposed to bring in like $300 billion, right?
Mm-hmm.
What are they? They're not really going to fucking upgrade 911 system with $300 billion. They're going to take fucking $290 billion of that and roll it into like CalPERS fucking funding for their pensions and shit like that, or put the money in the bullet train. This is the new cell phone tax. We're going to be able to vote on it. It's coming up. Why the fuck? How many taxes are on your bill already for the phone?
I don't know.
Dude, a lot. I'm going to say like probably over $2 on every phone.
No, everything's taxed.
Yeah, but they're not using that money right.
Fucking pen right here has been taxed 20 times. I mean, from the fucking shipment of the fucking plastic to the fucking plant to the sand to the fucking ink. I mean, it's taxed over and over and over and over.
And that's what I'm saying. And they're not using the money right. They already got a shitload of fucking money.
Who do we have to blame for that, though? Ourselves.
Democrats.
We blame ourselves because we vote these people in power.
Yeah, that's the truth.
And
this is the fucked up thing about it is like 30% of people vote. That's it.
Yeah.
30%.
I think people don't take their local city, local county voting. I don't think they take it as important as the federal, the government, the president. I don't think they take it as serious, but you should. Those are the people that are really going to affect you.
I agree with you completely, because on the last voting shit, there was like 3 positions that were unchecked. They're running against nobody.
You should run, bro.
Nobody's fucking running against them.
You should run, bro.
It already passed. I can't. It's fucking, the deadline was July 16th.
I don't know why you don't run, dude.
Tito just told me
on all your percentages that you have, you can fucking eat them alive,
I'm going to fucking blow it up, dude.
What percentage are you going to win by?
No, I told him, we're going to fucking build a wall down Liberty Road, right over there towards New Hope. We're going to build a wall, right, with turrets. Fucking guns, right? The whole, we're going to have a fucking tight ass wall, dude.
What are you going to block? Who are you blocking?
Everyone, dude. If you're not from the G, you're fucking out. That's it, dude. I'll get you a pass so you can come in and out. I mean, you were a native G.
Yeah.
You were a native from
I'm grandfathered in, bro.
So,
I'm grandfathered in.
I don't know about bringing your wife and your kids and stuff and all that.
I remember one night we were talking, Sarah actually went to Fairsight when we went there.
What?
Yeah. She's like, I actually went to school in Fairsight. I was like, so we went there at the same time.
Wait, how old is she?
She's 6 years younger than me.
Oh shit! So we're in kindergarten.
6th grade. She was in what? 1st grade.
Yeah. We weren't checking that out.
Oh man, fuck, Me Too movement, bro.
No, that's. I mean,
Cause she remembered she goes, do you remember a guy used to drive the horse around with a bunch of little dogs? I'm like, yeah. Remember that? And Sonny Boy.
Man, what was his name? Johnny? Was it Johnny? No.
She even told me his name. I forget.
Perry?
I don't know.
I forget, man. But he had a little Chihuahua a real live dog that was out on the
and then a bunch of little fake puppies,
stuffed animals and shit.
Yeah. All right, I won't get off on that. But what else? What were we saying?
You fucking blew my mind. That was a Galt icon.
Oh, you were building the wall around Galt.
Yeah. That's what I'm running on. That's my platform, dude. Build a wall, dude.
Build a wall. People will vote for you.
I know.
This is how fucked up the fucking people are. People are fucking stupid as fuck.
All I gotta do is fucking get my Espanol up to fucking par, dude. Because when I go to talk
door
to door,
dude,
I want to be able to talk to them in Spanish, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's a big thing. Like, Democrats had a dude Kennedy. He's like John Kennedy's grandson or something. You seen him? That redhead dude?
Was it I was gonna say Joe, but it's not Joe.
I don't know what his name. I forgot his name. But when that motherfucker started rolling shit off in Spanish, he was talking. I mean, he had the fucking.
They were getting wet, huh?
Dude, he got it down. I was like, oh, this motherfucker's bad, dude.
They were getting wet. They were getting wet over that.
I was like, shit, dude. Why don't you got this fucking socialist that's the face of the party now up in New York, right? Your favorite
that Mexican chick?
Yeah, your favorite.
I don't even know nothing about her. Dude. I don't know nothing about her.
Ortiz.
She said Leticia Ortiz.
Yeah.
Did she go to school with us? Isn't she and her sister on the news?
But she's killing it, dude. She's killing it up there. That's your socialist movement right there, dude.
Well, I said before, dude. I said the fucking and I don't know why I have to say it a million fucking times because I'm not a fucking Democrat and I give a fuck about the Democrats or Republicans. I think they're both fucking pieces of fucking shit. But anyways, the Democrats have to run on something different, at least something radical. Like other than hating Trump, they have to say something. So even if they say socialism is good or whatever they say, they have to run on something. Just
stand behind it, like you said.
Hey, Trump said he grabbed by the pussy.
Why hide it?
Trump said, "Fucking fuck you. This is who I am," and he got elected president. So I think Democrats should take a page of the Republican note, actually Trump, not Republican, because I don't think Trump's Republican. I think they should take it out of Trump's page and do something as radical. But the Democrats, all they say is, what do they say? Trump's bad. Yeah. That's all they run on.
This is what I cannot wait for, though, because Trump was wet behind the ears the first time he ran, right? This is his first time he ran.
I still don't think he don't give a fuck, dude.
Hey, but this second time, he's already seasoned. He's already done this.
But is that going to work against him?
I want to see if he's going to turn it up, though. And I'm just, it's like fucking funny to me.
I have to watch it. It is funny because
I have to watch
I'm like,
it,
people are like, what the? Sometimes I'm like, what the fuck? It was like I'm living in a reality TV show, dude, right now.
Dude, but look at it, man. Anytime this guy's on TV, I don't care if he's in Madison, Wisconsin, or he's in Kentucky or wherever. If he's going to go and talk, right? It's like all the channels stop. MSNBC, CNN, Fox, they all stop and they're like, Trump's about to speak. And they're just, they want to cover it for the whole hour he talks or whatever.
You know he's going to say something.
Just to see if he says something.
If he goes, they give him a fucking script. And if he goes off script, you know it's going to be fucked up.
You can tell it's on the monitor right here and he's looking at it and then he's like, I'm getting tired with that shit. So let's build a fucking wall.
Yeah, but that just, I think that shows you I think most other countries in the world would look at it as more like rubes. You know what I mean? Like country bumpkins and stuff that never really evolved because look at the voter base that he has for the most part. I'm not saying that everything he's done is bad. The things that he do, I say it's good. Take away restrictions. What were we talking about? Regulations. I think that's all good. I'm just
Tariffs.
saying. But if you actually really look at the base, see him talking, and you're watching him talk, you're like, what the fuck is this group of people, man?
No, dude, it works both ways.
Well, I'm a good old boy. I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna fuck them motherfuckers. Yeah, boy. And I'm like, what the fuck? But that person's allowed to vote. Just like an intelligent college fucking graduate. Everybody's allowed to vote. But so that's where everybody's equal at.
Here's the same thing. I seen this guy, and he tries to stay down the line, but he's more right conservative than he is left. He does go left a little bit too, but he's fucking talking to people in the protest, and he's talking to Trump voters, and they're not making sense, and they're not doing shit. So he starts talking to the other side of the protesters, and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about either, but they're both idiots out there fucking
100%.
Trying to fight and have a little protest about fucking.
And I would say most of the protesters probably don't have a fucking real idea of what they're even protesting about, or a real in depth what they're protesting about, I would say that's probably true.
No, I think a lot of it is like.
But I'm just saying
Bro,
that's America.
Hey, bro, what are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm going to a protest. Oh, really? You got weed? Yeah. I'll go with you, dude.
But they've been protesting, forever, dude. So
Yeah,
as long as they've been allowed to, they've been protesting.
I dig it. I think it's cool, man. Like I said, I went to the Trump rally when he was in SAC. Went to the Bernie Sanders rally when he was in Davis.
Bernie Sanders is a rock star, dude.
Dude, he's all right, man, but
he passed his prime. He's over. I mean, I thought he has a good feel on America.
When you're selling free, dude. When you're selling free, who doesn't want free? You know what I'm saying? I don't care if it's free fucking hot dogs, if it's free internet.
It just seems like there could be a balance. There's got to be a place where there's a balance of people who work and earn a living and then contribute to a certain, you pay taxes to some people who maybe need a hand up and who get into a bad position.
You know what? If you're a paraplegic or you are physically unable to work or something, I completely understand. Those people should be covered.
Or you're married and you're a wife of somebody who said, you know what, you don't need to work, I'm going to take care of you, and all of a sudden that guy leaves you for another woman and leaves you there with the kids. I mean, that's what assistance is supposed to get you. Okay, yeah. You know what? We're going to give you assistance. Try to get yourself in a better place, and then you can get yourself a job and start doing better for yourself. That's what assistance is for, right?
It's not a lifetime of assistance, and that's the problem. And I am from a family of it where my great-grandmother taught my grandmother taught my mother taught my brother.
Right, it's a learned behavior, dude.
And why work if you don't have to? Like my brother says, I got fucking cable TV, I got cigarettes, I got beer, I got a place to stay. What else do I need?
Right, but then, we were talking before, too, that it's not a glorified lifestyle as you would think it is. It's kind of a fucked up lifestyle to live on government assistance. It's not like, oh man, I'm living fat.
Yeah, they still do what they want to do, dude.
That's fine. If there's always people who are gonna try to figure out a way to beat the system, to try to not fucking work. But no. That's a fucking fucked up way of living. And I'm not saying
from your perspective, man. But if you're living that life and you got everything you need,
there's balance though. I'm not saying you have to have a new house. I'm not saying you have to have a new car. I'm not saying that because I don't even believe that shit anymore. I think it's all bullshit anyway. I think that whole fucking.
Why'd you take your new truck then?
Because somebody got it from me. But that whole fucking American dream bullshit that they sell you is an economic brainwash that they want you to feed into the economic system. You have to buy a house. You have to be in debt. You have to buy a car. I don't believe all that shit anyways. But I think there is a quality of life that you can have by going to work. You have respect for yourself. You pay your own bills. That's what I always tell my kids. You don't have to own anything. I don't give a fuck. I said you just have to be able to take care of yourself without asking other people for help, without assistance, government assistance, without borrowing money all the fucking time. You just have to be able to take care of yourself and your family by yourself. That's all you have to do, and I'll be proud of you. I don't care about all that other bullshit. Now, if you want to do that,
so how does your socialist plan work into that?
I don't have a fucking socialist plan. I'm fucking with you. I don't fucking care about fucking social. I just
next time we're recording the warm up so you can see how
honestly, I just believe there's a balance. There's a balance in all this.
Dude, I think there should just be term limits on welfare, right? There should be. Like you can get it for 2 years. Let's say 2 years, right? In 2 years' time, you should be able to go from zero to being able to hold down a job, some type of job, dude.
I think that you should be drug tested on a government assistance.
Yes, I go along with that too.
Okay, I think that you should be working when you're on government assistance as far as doing city work, washing police cars, cleaning up roadsides, because you still should have to earn that money they're giving you. Because then I think if you're doing that, you're like, okay, because government assistance really isn't that much money. So you're saying, okay, now I'm going out there every day. I got to go pick up all this trash. I got to wash these cars.
You're saying that, but it's an equivalent of like $48,000 a year. That's what a government assistance is in California. So you're talking, it's like a $12 an hour job.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying, Fraish. Okay, if they're giving you assistance, you say, okay, part of the assistance, you have to check in every day at the police station. You got to wash their cars. You have to check in at the Galt City fucking
the pool,
Concilio, whatever. But you have to go out and you have to clean the roadsides. Like if you're getting up every day and you're basically working for that check, you're like, fuck, I could get fucking $20 an hour if I go get another job. Fuck it, I'm gonna leave. That you have to give somebody incentive to get off of it. But I think you should be working while you're on it. So if you know what you say, okay, well you're on it for 2 years. I guarantee if you're on it for 2 years and you're getting money and you have to work every day for it, you're gonna be like, I'm gonna get a job that pays a little bit more. And I'm working harder to get this money. I could be getting more money I think there has to be incentive.
No, I agree, dude. And here's one of my thing on the Obama phone shit, like the free phone shit. If you can talk on the phone, there are people that get paid to talk on the phone.
Oh,
that's what they fucking do. I mean, that's their job.
I 100% agree, bro.
At my job, we have a whole call center like that. People go to the call center, and that's where they work. That's
my brother.
What they do. Hello, can I help you? Yes, all right. Yeah.
My brother was his fucking dead arm, right? He's talking about all the time about he can't work and the government's against him, and you see the post, right?
Yeah.
So I'm always telling my dad, well, why can't he get a job doing call center stuff? If he can't do his arm, why can't he get a job doing the fucking call center stuff? You could work doing something. You're just on Facebook all the time, like you're gonna fucking make a change and you're high and you're drunk and you're fucking complaining about shit. Get a fucking job. That's what I say. Yeah. But I say there's also a balance of quality of life where you don't have to have all these things. You just have to be able to take care of yourself.
Here's the problem, though. The people that they got the free phone and that kind of shit, they're like, well, I don't want to do that unless I'm be able to afford a Mercedes. I don't want to do that unless I'm be able to afford to live in a 2-story home. You know, they got their own point of view on the way shit should be. Well, if I'm gonna work, I should deserve this.
Well, it's how you're raised, bro.
Dude, and I'll tell you one of the biggest eye openers there is, because we have tons of them at my job. People that have college degrees, they have AAs or BAs, or they have a degree in social sciences or some shit like that. But they're getting paid, $60,000-$70,000 a year doing their assigned profession that they went to school for and got the student debt for. Now they're rolling into my job because they can make more money.
Okay, so but college is supposed to be about supposed to be about trying to find something that you love to do, because it's not supposed to be about the money. You want to do something that you can enjoy going to work for, right? And then I think people are going to college because it's the thing to do. Well, they're getting a social science degree, and what kind of job is that, dude? But that's what I told my daughter, and I was kind of like hard. I was like, hey, get something specific. She's doing accounting major. She's getting accounting major. Like, you're doing some. So when you graduate, you could get a job in that specific field. What are you gonna get? She was talking about human resource before. I'm like, Aaliyah, everybody can get that fucking job. You're trying to go for a degree because it's easier. Right now, to get an accounting degree, it's really, really hard to go in 4 years and graduate with accounting because you have to have so many. She's getting like 21 units a semester. Yeah. That's a lot because a full load is like 12, 14. So, but I said, when you're done, you're going to have a specific degree that you could do it. Like all these other college kids, they graduate college and then they're out in the field looking for a job. They're working with us. They're working for road crews. They got a college degree and they're not even doing what they went to college for.
And the reason is, man, because it pays more money than their degree they went to school to get.
And it's perception. Like, they have this, it's better to get a fucking HVAC, fucking go to trade school, be an electrician, be a HVAC, a roofer, a fucking sheet. I mean, I could tell you some money that these guys make. You like, no fucking way. I mean, I don't even want to say it out loud because maybe some people are watching, but I know some people who make a fucking $1,000 a day working for us, right? Yeah. But they're looked upon as like a lower class job, right?
Yeah.
But
like a tile guy, dude.
Tile guy makes fucking bank, bro.
Yeah, here's what happens when I was I built my first pool, right? And when I contracted it out, shit I couldn't do myself. And when I'd get a guy, I'd have like 3 bids, and I would say, well, can you do it Tuesday? Yeah, I can do it Tuesday, but it's going to be $300 more. Okay. Well, then I'm saying, all right, I'll pay you the extra $300 if you can do it Tuesday. So I built my pool in like 5 weeks, where it usually takes like 2 months. Mm-hmm. But I did that on a cost basis because I was willing to pay people more to do it for
100%, dude. Because we have so many jobs, and we have work with other subs, roofers, electricians, and their priority is the job that pays the most. So when you take a job, whether it's a 500 apartment complex or a hotel, so you're like, hey, you're gonna need more guys here. Well, our guys are on jobs that pay better. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But you can't go around it. But I think that the tradesmen are looked upon as like lower class people when really, dude, trades pay pretty fucking good money.
They pay good, but comparable to what's going on in like Silicon Valley and shit like that, there has been a big switch there, right? So what you have now is these people going to get computer sciences degrees or designing or engineering degrees, this type of stuff, right? And we have less and less guys that want to tile. Less and less guys that want to roof. So what's happening is now the fucking, we used to call them nerds, like computer nerds or hackers or whatever. Those guys, they rose their game up, so now they're in demand on that type of shit. Well, now the everyday worker like you and me, the tradesmen, are fucking doing the same thing. We're switching the tables. Yeah, you want me to put fucking granite in your fucking Granite Bay house or out in your house in Tiburon? yeah, we'll do that, but it's gonna cost you fucking $3,500.
Right.
Where if you had the homeboy hookup, it's $1,200. But
Exactly, dude,
that's
yeah.
where we're getting them back.
Oh yeah. Well, definitely. I mean, I think it's a. If I see my son going to college and I'm like he has no guidance, I would be like, hey, you know what? Become an HVAC guy. Become an electrician. Do something that there's value in that, dude. And you make a good fucking living, and you can take care of your family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think we're beating in our kids so much that college and education, and it's good. Education is good, but you have to do something with it. Don't go to college, get a fucking flat degree, and not really do anything that you went to college for. Now you're in debt, and you're working at fucking Big and Lots. You know, and you got a college degree, and you're paying your fucking loans back, and you're fucking crying the blues. Well, you know what? Instead of trying to skate through college, maybe take advantage of it. Work harder, get a specific degree into something, or go to a trade school.
Or like I happen to know a college student that every time she gets her money, right, her and her friends go take a trip, right? Before they get their what is it?
Student loan money?
It's like aid. It's some type of aid they get.
You get Cal Grant. You get.
Yeah, they get.
It's a fast foot thing.
Yeah, and she applied for staying at the dorms and all that kind of shit too.
Right.
But she still lives at her mom's house.
Right.
So when she gets this check, her and her friends they go to fucking Mexico, or they go to Hawaii, or they go to fucking France. They do a trip like that with that money because they think it's free money. But in the end, it's going to roll back on them where they could have probably went through college for half the cost of what they're doing it at, right? And putting their nose to the grind. And maybe, like, Mike, dude. Mike went to school, all that kind of shit, and he was working at UPS and other odd jobs while he was in college. So when he graduated college, he got no debt at all. And there's several kids that have done that, man.
Yeah, well, so far we got kind of lucky because my daughter has very little debt because she got a basketball scholarship. But you have to guide your kids in the right direction. Like, she's doing an internship right now, right? And she's getting paid pretty good fucking money. To do an internship, she's getting paid pretty fucking good money. And she's realizing how much money it costs to live. Like, she's thinking, okay, I don't want to say how much she's making, but she's doing really, really well for her internship. So she's getting these checks, right? And she starts to realize, whoa, wait a second. I have to pay for my own food. I have to pay for fucking my own gas. Like, she has a credit card now, and she says her bill's like about $300 a month because she uses it for fast track and shit like that. She's like, shit, I'm making good money. It's almost gone. And I'm not even paying for a place to live. I'm not even paying a car payment.
Yeah.
I'm not paying for health insurance. I'm not paying for none of that.
Car insurance.
Yeah, and so
registration.
She's starting to understand, like, wait a second. I got it. And if she gets a job hired out of college, or if she gets offered job for this internship, she'll be making double what my wife makes for the state. Yeah. But it's still in the Bay Area, it's really not enough. No. Right? So she's starting to understand the cost of living versus what the wages are, right? And she'll be doing pretty fucking good. But I think you just gotta, it's how you raise these fucking kids, bro. It's all about that. Like, I'm telling you, if I don't see my son being able to do really well, and, like, say if he wants to be an architect and he's going to architecture school like that, and I say, okay, that's good. But if he's just going to college to kill time, I'll be like, dude, you need to get out and start working, bro.
Well, I think a lot of them use that as a buffer for becoming an adult, too. Is like, this is what I seen happen too. We lived a college lifestyle when we were in high school. We worked, we partied, we fucking did a lot of shit that normal everyday high schoolers don't do. We had a different set of opportunities. So the people that didn't do that in high school, by the time they got to college, they got away from their mom and dad. They're out living on their own, doing the shit we were doing, partying and stuff like that. By the time they reached 22, 23 years old, now they got that behind them. They're ready to start life. Where at 18, when we were done with school, it was fucking time to go to work. It's time to get a job and try to start making shit, For me, I had a kid, so that fucking flipped the script on me. I was like, I got to grow up right now. And I think I went like fucking 5 years without doing any drugs or anything like that, dude.
Why?
Because I had to fucking pay for diapers, formula, fucking... I'll catch back up when I get older, dude. I'll make up for it.
You keep saying when you retire, you're going to be fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Opposite of drug-free?
Oh, yeah. When I retire, I'm doing drugs. There'll be new drugs in, dude. There'll be all kinds of shit.
Oh, no. Please.
Well, dude, look at where we're getting. We want to hit on that protest.
Which one?
The NFL? You want to hit the NFL protest
I don't know, man. It sounds like a good game, but I probably end up watching football. I was thinking about protests in the NFL, but it sounds like good in theory. It's like saying you're gonna work on Saturday on Monday. Y'all work Saturday, and then come Friday you're like, fuck, why did I say I was gonna fucking work? You know what I mean? It sounds good in theory when you say I'm gonna protest the NFL, and then you're like, well, what we were talking about before is that there was no outrage, no major outrage when we had murderers, fucking rapists, fucking dog killers.
There was though, dude.
No, there was
Everybody hated Michael Vick, dude.
There was no Ben Roethlisberger.
They were burning his jerseys.
Dude,
there
was no major outrage, and all the shit that we got, fucking Ray Lewis, fucking. All these people that committed all these crimes, spousal abusers, like, and we still watch football. But the guy that comes in and kneels quietly in the corner for his own...
Was he in the corner or was he on the 50-yard line?
So, he was on the 50 fucking yard. Wherever he was. He's kneeling silently in protest. He has some moral convictions, whether you believe it or not, whether you agree or not. That's where we're going to get upset at. That's where we're going to take our stand. Not all these murders and rapists and fucking killers and fucking dog killers. We're not going to get upset at that. But we're going to get upset at that guy who's actually standing up for, equality.
Yeah, but here's the difference.
We're so fucked up. We're such hypocrites in this country.
No, I don't see how you don't see the difference, though, because the murderer had nothing to do with patriotism. It had nothing to do with veterans.
What does that fucking kneeling against the fucking
police
have to do with patriotism? It has nothing to do with patriotism.
Okay.
Nothing.
The rapist, the murderer, the fucking dogfighter, none of those guys had anything to do with the flag.
What does that have to do with anything by kneeling?
Patriotism, dude. That's what it is.
That's forced patriotism. We're forcing patriotism now, and it's not. He's not.
When we were kids, what did you do? You would fucking stand for the flag, right?
Because we're fucking told to, right? And I'm not saying that I don't. I would stand for the flag. I wouldn't let my kids not stand for the flag. But all I'm saying is that he's not protesting America. He's not protesting patriotism. This is what people are trying. They're trying to convolute his point. All he's saying is he was kneeling for equality, for police, injustices among the police, among fucking people of color. That's all he was doing. Now, you could say, well, I don't agree that happens, okay, that's fine. But all he's doing is using his right as an American to protest.
On his boss's time. On company time, he's doing.
Well, first of all, we don't. I don't want to get so deep into that because then you could say the national anthem is a racist thing, a form of a song. Anyways, anything before the 1860s was all a racist form. The fucking ice cream song was a racist. It used the N-word in it. Like it was all, and we scratched a little bit off of it and said, now this is the song. Like it's all we're hypocrites. This country is full of fucking hypocrites.
Dude,
that's where you're gonna take your stand. I'm not gonna watch football because this guy kneeled against fucking police brutality, but it's okay. The murders and everything's okay. We're fucking hypocrites, bro.
No, because you're taking the two extremes there. You're not seeing the point. The whole reason they're upset about him kneeling was the flag. They don't give a fuck about.
But he's not even protesting patriotism. He's a patriot himself.
Okay, but what he's putting out there is, I'm not standing for the flag. I'm going against America.
He's not going against America. He never said America. Why would he go to a military guy and ask him, "Hey, what's the best way for me to show?"
That's a great story, months afterwards. That wouldn't come out right at the beginning. That's a great story months afterwards. That's really awesome.
Did he go to the fucking media and say, "This is what I'm saying"? No, he just did it on his own accord.
It
was going on before him.
Look at Mahmoud Abdul Rauf. Chris Jackson. Right. Used to do the same shit. He wouldn't stand for the flag. If you've looked and you watched, Marshawn Lynch was doing that before.
Before. So where's the outrage? Why is the outrage now?
Because Marshawn Lynch wasn't wearing fucking pig cop's socks, and he wasn't.
Gosh, now we're gonna.
He wasn't dating the leader of the Black Panther Party.
The Black Panther Party was a party that's created to fight injustices because the people were getting beat and fucking abused. So finally, they're like, hey, we got to create something to protect ourselves from these people because no one else. If the police don't protect you and they're the ones beating you, who is going to protect us?
No, I'm not saying anything against it. I'm just saying she used him as a stepping stone to promote her agenda.
Who are you talking about?
Kaepernick's old lady, dude.
But why? My point is, why are we such a nation of hypocrites when we're just so angry at this guy who kneels inside, who's not even fucking, who's not crip walking during the fucking national anthem?
Because you have vets that go out there and bleed and die on foreign soil. 18, 19-year-old kids, like you watch Saving Private Ryan. As soon as they drop the gates on the boat, these kids are getting lit up. Blah 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 blah. Those people die.
Okay, I've seen people. Okay, our boy Floyd. Yeah. I asked him about this. He goes, "This is why I fought. I fought for him to kneel." And I'm proud to say that. He goes, I think he's a hero. He told me this. He goes, I think he's a hero.
That's his perspective.
And that's a military perspective.
Yeah.
And he was telling me about the hypocrisy of people fucking, you know, I guess they have to do something, you know, after work, and they're supposed to stand there and salute, and people hurry up and get the fuck out of there at work, you know, working for the military. I don't want to get too far into it because I don't want to speak on something I don't know. But you can have an opinion either way. Like our boy DG, I remember before he was saying, I don't agree with him doing that. But I agree with his right to do that.
No, he has every right to do it. He does have every right to do it. But the difference is when you're at your work, if you're at work, right, and your employer tells you, Dave, you can't do this at work, right? What are you going to do? Say, hey, fuck you. I'm going to do what I want at work.
Well, you can't force patriotism at work.
No.
You can't force patriotism at work. You can't do that.
Dude,
that's like force a religion at work. You can't force that.
No, what I'm saying is you're on the clock. It's your turn. You can't just say I'm going to do what I want to do instead of what's going on. You can't do that.
Well, I would love to see these athletes, which they won't. That's what they. And I was listening to this guy who was talking. He's like, the problem is that everybody says, well, athletes should just protest and say we won't play. But then we're the ones making the sacrifice. How about the people who say we won't watch this until
they did that live? What do you think the NFL ratings have been down,
dude? And they're gonna go down worse. They're gonna go down more. But fucking Jerry Jones saying, well, my guys can't sit. Like, I'd be like, fuck you, Jerry Jones. I'm gonna go play somewhere else. Fuck you.
No, you know what? It's just like that. If you don't want to honor America, respect the flag, you know, that's the one time.
It has nothing to do with that. That's a completely different subject. He's not disrespecting America.
Then why does everybody in the crowd take their hat off and put their hand over their heart, dude, when the national anthem's going?
Well, anymore, not everybody does it. There's people in line buying beer and fucking don't even pay attention.
I see it all the time.
Right?
I see it all the time.
People in their living room don't fucking do it. It's the same song playing.
No, that's what my dad said. We were watching the UFC here. DG, everybody's over here. You were here that night.
I don't know.
And I was like, Dad, the national anthem's going. He's all, fuck it, I'm going to sit right here. So I fought for that fucking flag. I do whatever the fuck I want. And he sat on the couch.
We're just a nation of hypocrites. That's all we are.
Yeah. No, it's the whatever bleeds is on the fucking news type of thing, dude. And that's just something that they can push a racial barrier. I was listening to Thomas Sowell about talking shit, dude. And we have a lot of things in common. Before we get to any indifferences, we have a lot of things in common.
We
right?
mostly have things in common.
Yes. Like, we could just start off right here. We're in the same galaxy, right? We're on the same planet. We live in America. We both live in California. We both live in Sacramento County.
Okay.
We're both males. We both like to get laid.
Mm.
You know? I mean, there's a lot of commonality there before we have any indifferences, dude.
Okay.
You know, we both have two hands. We both have 2 feet. Okay. But people don't look at the obvious shit like that. What they look at, oh, you're black, I'm white.
I don't think all people look like, but I don't know. I like to get to a place where we actually don't look at it like that.
No, I'm not that kind of guy myself. I don't give a fuck what you are. I really don't care. I care about who you are. I don't care what you are. I care about who you are. For me, actions are louder than words. Words are just a bunch of shit. Just like with Trump. He's pretty much a piece of shit when it comes to fucking...
Being a person.
A person-wise, yeah.
Right.
But what I've heard to a T from all the people that talk to him in private, like if they're just here, you and me, if we were just me and Trump, he's completely different.
Oh, I don't know. I've heard the complete opposite.
He's putting on a performance whenever he's outside.
I've heard that he's a fucking asshole to the max.
How do you think he closes all the fucking deals? You know
what deals?
Dude, Art of the Deal, man.
Art of the fucking deal. The guy's fucking every 2 years he files bankruptcy.
You haven't, dude. Okay, look.
What Art of the Deal, dude? That he files bankruptcy and he don't pay his subcontractors, and then he'll get more money from the bank because he's who you know, not what you know. It's who you know.
Look at that. He has I think it's around 930 businesses he's ran. Right, 16 have gone bankrupt. 16 out of 930. So he's still got a fucking 95% operating business plus.
I've heard fucking opposite,
dude. You can hear what you want. Look at the numbers. Look at the fucking truth, man. I mean, if we open a restaurant, right? We open a restaurant and it's shit. Fuck. Do we just give up? No. We'll probably open another restaurant. And sooner or later, one restaurant's going to catch on. Then we can open 2 or 3 or something like that. But you're going to fail. Just like this business right here, dude. I have yet to turn a single dollar on this fucking business yet. I'm trying, man. I'm fucking
But it's not
trying.
about money. We didn't start this to do money.
No.
We started this to fucking sit here and
inform
argue,
the world.
Inform the world and make it a better place.
we're trying to turn this bitch... Well, Weller wants to be socialist. I just want everybody to love each other.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, you're the good person. I'm the bad person.
They can tell, dude. I'm on the right side of the screen. You're on the left, dude. Straight up, dude.
Hey, so we're winding down, bro.
I know it's getting there, man.
So you want to finish off with...
Rolling down the street, smoking Indo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back.
With my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
6 a.m, police at my door.
Door fresh, and they just squeak across the bathroom floor.
You gotta get up
before the day begins, and my mama starts bitching
about my friends.
Sex.
How many of us have them?
Sex.
Friends.
Sex.
Before we get... I don't know, dude. That was a good little rant, though.
Yeah. I like it. So, good convo this week, huh?
Yeah, man. Fucking sad, dude. I gotta go to work, man.
I gotta go to work tomorrow, so fuck it.
It is what it is, man. But I think we nailed everything, man. If you're listening this far, fucking tell somebody, man. Subscribe, help us out. Get our shit together.
Throw in the comment section.
Yeah.
Tell us we're fucking idiots. Tell us we're
stupid. Fuck yeah. We're gonna turn this bitch up eventually.
Ask why that guy is so fucking wound up.
Yeah. If you want to know who any of these people are, fucking everybody knows that one. Everybody knows that one, dude.
Ask questions.
Look at this motherfucker.
We'll tell you.
Oh, look at that. Wasn't even plugged in, dude.
So we ready?
Let me fucking get the fucking skip out music, dude.
All right, till next Sunday, Frazier.
Yep.
What do you think, bro?
Yeah, I'm down, dude. Every week, come back.